Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this, and I'm shooting blind here. I'm recording the audio, there's no photo or any gameplay. I haven't decided which one I'm going to throw in first, but lately there has been a plethora of YouTube videos by so-called Call of Duty commentators about Battlefield 3. Now, me, personally, I'm a Call of Duty guy. I'll admit it. I'm definitely a Call of Duty guy for the main reason I really didn't like first-person shooters, and then when Call of Duty 4 came out, it was like, whoa, this is done really well and this is really fun, and thus I bought, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and last year, everyone, wait, was it last year? No, it was 2 years ago. Wait, no it wasn't. Well, whenever Battlefield Bad Company 2 came out, that's the main Battlefield game that I've played. I've played 1943, but Bad Company 2 is the main one that I've played, and I really, really, really loved it. It was a breath of fresh air. And that's what's good, because I've said many times you don't overtake something by being the same, and we'll get into that a little bit later. And a lot of hardcore Battlefield fans will say Bad Company 2 doesn't count. To me, Battlefield Bad Company 2 counts, and that's what I'm going to base most of my opinions on in this video. Now, I'm a casual Battlefield player. I might play it maybe once a month, if you're lucky. Mainly because none of my friends play it. There's a good friend of mine called Jethro from New Zealand I play it with all the time, and he hasn't got live anymore. So I don't play it as much, because it's not one of those games you want to play alone. Call of Duty I can play alone, but I'm a hardcore Call of Duty player. So for that reason, I might be a little bit biased, but I want to try and debate some of the points made by these Call of Duty commentators. Now, most Call of Duty commentators are a one-trick pony, and Call of Duty, and a lot of them have this idea that Battlefield 3 needs to be like Call of Duty in order for it to be good and for order to it to sell. Now, Call of Duty, the next Call of Duty, no matter what it is, if it's a rap video, if it's a rapping game like Def's Jamstar or whatever it's called, with Call of Duty on the title, it will sell more than Battlefield 3. It will. There's no doubt about it. But that's not important. It's how the game is that will matter. Battlefield 3, without a shadow of a doubt, will be a hell of a lot better than the next Call of Duty. Why? Because Call of Duty is being made by 3 different developers at the same time. Alright? Now, Battlefield 3 has been in development for God only knows how long. It's got a brand new engine, and Modern Warfare, whatever the new Call of Duty is called, Modern Warfare 3 or whatever, was in development 2 weeks after Black Ops. So it will have about 48 weeks, or 30 to 40 weeks to actually complete the game and all that kind of stuff. The reason it will sell is because Activision are geniuses when it comes to marketing. That's all that matters. Now, with that said, you don't copy something to be better than something. You have to be different. And what other first-person shooters are out there that are really popular at the moment? You've got Halo, you've got Killzone, you've got Crysis 2 when that comes out. That'll be a very popular PC game. And the PC community is very into Battlefield, and that's a fact. And I am an Xbox and PlayStation gamer. But a lot of Call of Duty commentators, or commentators in general on this YouTube, have said it needs to have killstreaks. That is the most idiotic comment for Battlefield I think I've ever heard. Now, I have my problems with Battlefield. I'll get into that a little bit later as well. But to have killstreaks in Battlefield makes no fucking sense. Now, let's see what other game has killstreaks. We'll go with Modern Warfare, because obviously that's set in the same time that Battlefield will. You've got UAVs. You've got airstrikes, planes, helicopters, and AC-130s, all of which, bar the AC-130, or we don't really know yet, all of which have been in previous installment. You've got the UAV, you've got helicopters, you've got aeroplanes, you've got jets, you name it, you've got it. What point would killstreaks have? It's so idiotic. What is the point? And everyone, again, Bad Company 2, but, if you rank up 3 levels on a sniper class and you've got a mortar strike, so what good is a mortar strike? It's stupid. I haven't seen the gameplay videos of Battlefield. I don't really want to. It's going to be one of those games that when it comes out, I'll buy it anyway. Because I really want to get into Battlefield, because I love it. It's a great game. Great series so far. And then another comment is that it's too slow and the maps are too big. But that's what sets it apart. Battlefield does the maps big in a great way. Big maps on Call of Duty are annoying because it doesn't fit the play style. You can't go into Call of Duty and play it like Battlefield, and you can't go into Battlefield and play it like Call of Duty. They're two very separate games, thus proven in the play speed. Call of Duty is very fast, arcadey kind of style. Battlefield is slow and meticulous and teamwork orientated and all that kind of stuff, which is great because it separates them. Why you want to... And another point that was made in the comments, if you want to play Call of Duty, fuck off and play Call of Duty. Don't go and try and ruin Battlefield. It's stupid, and I hope the guys at DICE... Well, they will. They'll know what they're doing, because it's idiotic to try and copy Call of Duty. It's stupid. It is so stupid. Oh. That's another point. Now, my grievances with Battlefield are just my personal taste. Like, I don't like how there's only 3 game modes. I don't like that. I don't like how everyone seems to want to just camp up in the hills with a sniper rifle. I don't like sometimes how it can be slow. But again, I realise that that's how the game is played, and I'm thinking, well, you know, that's the game. There's no point complaining about it because that's how the game's played. That's like going into Call of Duty and saying the game's too fast. It's dumb. You know, if you can't handle it, then there's no point complaining about it because that's how the game's going to change. If you were to say that Battlefield's too slow, they're not going to update a patch where it makes the map, 4x4, and that way you kill everyone all the time. Another thing I don't like about Battlefield is the connections. The connections are great for the most part, but when they're off and when they're laggy for a few days to a week, which really annoys me. And I don't like, and this seems weird to me, like you've got your teams, right, which have, 12 on 12, I think. I really can't remember. I'm probably wrong in this. But if you're in a squad, you can only chat to your squad. It kind of makes no sense because Battlefield is such a teamwork-orientated game in a way, and you can only be able to talk to your squad. It doesn't make sense, and then on the Xbox as well, most people will be in party chat anyway, so I suppose that's kind of rectified. But that whole squad-based thing, not a big fan of myself. So I will definitely be buying Battlefield 3 at launch, hopefully. I can't remember when it comes out, but it comes out this year. So that'll be good. Hope you guys are getting it too. Leave your thoughts in the comments or post a video response. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Have a good one. Au revoir.